Namaskar, I am Dr. N.J. Devaraj Reddy, founder of Geo Rainwater Board and NGO Chitradurga. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Please like, share and subscribe our videos. Today's subject is how to locate the borewell points, because the water is very important. Every day we are drilling so many number of borewells. We know 90% of the borewells are failed. That's why the people asking every day, receiving the phone calls, they are asking the question is, sir, which method is ideal? Is it geologist method or local method? Regarding this, I want to show the video. Please go through this video. This is Dr. N.J. Devaraj Reddy, technical advisor, groundwater specialist, senior consulting hydrogeologist for locating borewell points, borewell recharging pits and rainwater harvesting. Before I am going to give few important tips to the farmers and public about the usage and conservation of groundwater, now let me tell you few words about water resources and its importance. Of course, we all know that we call it water of life, that is Jiva Jala in Kannada. One cannot imagine life biosphere without water. Every day water plays a important vital role in day-to-day activities. We know that for domestic purpose, agriculture, industry, civilization, electricity generation, entertainment, so on. You know, 71% of the earth's surface is covered by water. In these, oceans and seas hold 96.5%, remaining 3.5% exist in the form of rivers, lakes, glaciers, ice caps, soil moisture in groundwater and aquifer. Water also exists in the air in the form of water vapor. Out of 71% of the water on earth, about 97% is marine salt water. Only 3% of fresh water out of 3%, 69% in the form of glacier ice caps. Only 30% is groundwater, 1% is in surface sources, which includes rivers, streams, lakes, etc. Monsoon brings rainfall due to moisturized wind passing over the bodies of the Indian monsoon, seasonal phenomenon caused in the different temperature, pressure over the water bodies, land mass. So many other factors also, like arrival of cyclone streams from Pacific Ocean, heating up of Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, attracted towards the low pressure conditions in the southwest northeast of India. Groundwater found in the underground, in the cracks, spaces, we say joints, fractures, fissures in soil, sand, rock formations. Stored water moves slowly through the geological formations like soil, sand, rocks due to the commenced pores and spaces and collect in the aquifer. The saturated water layer beneath the surface is also called as aquifer. There are two types of aquifer. One is confined aquifer, another one is unconfined aquifer. Confined aquifer, here water covered by hard and impervious in deeper level, and the water pressure will be more in this case. Unconfined aquifer, it is the shallow water pressure will be less in this aquifer. Recharging of aquifers are, after rainfall, some portion of water will flow into the ground, some portion percolates into the ground and form in some portion of the rich ocean and sea. Other sources of recharging groundwater are artificial recharge structures like contour bonding, check dams, recharging pits, natural bodies of water, streams, reservoirs, lakes, ponds, water percolating through the weathered zones, joints, fractures, plains, etc. Water bodies are collected in the aquifers. During 80s, borewell and tube well reached in the rural areas in entire India. In Karnataka at that time, the government started the department, that is Department of Mines and Geology. In this initial step, a few years later, the usage of water was so erratic by the farmers, public. Within 2 decades, the bore wells swallowed the water of wells, tanks, check dams, ponds. Groundwater level was depleted. Like anything, because of the poor understanding of the basics of the farmers and the public about the source and usage of water, here 2 bore wells as shown in the video first borewell photograph we seen the borewell water comes like with the pressure. People are asking, oh, this is the best source. Another photograph video we can see, in this borewell there is no water. People feel very bad, who will locate the point, like that. So many discussions are coming at the time of borewell. Every village, every place, these discussions are common. At the time of drilling, if we get more water, suddenly we are asking which geologist, who is the point located. If there is no water, we will not supporting that geologist. Now the summer is become the very severe, rather than hotter drying all over the world. In this scenario, we are depending upon the borewell for the few for day-to-day needs. I would like to suggest some technical advice to the government, farmers, public. Question came, what next? Intellectuals, corporate sectors, policymakers, private entrepreneurs. Now we have to think how to bring stored groundwater to the surface for day-to-day needs. Borewells bring water beneath the ground to the surface. After economic liberation, globalization, privatization, the departments, so many, this is expanding likely. The borewell point location, there are different types. One is scientific method, another one is local method. In this local method, the villages adopt so many crude methods for finding the water, using the coconut, neem stick, then astrologic, xerophytes, plants like Carotropics, Gigantea, we can say in Kannada, acanthtic plant, acacia, like that. So many indicators are there. People are thinking this, that wherever these plants, trees are there, there is groundwater. Like that, we are drilled so many failures. That's why the success rate is less. In these cases, failures are more. Success rate is very low. I will tell you, white hill, in Kannada we can say Hutta, that will build on the moisture on the soil. People think they want to drill the borewells on the Hutta. Built on such places, there is moisture. In such cases, the success rate is very less. So what one should, before starting survey, the ultimate is the geophysical survey. In this vertical electrical sounding, it is very important for groundwater identification. Vertical electrical survey, we say resistivity survey method. One more technology, that is Venner method. Second method is Schlumberger method. In this vertical electrical survey, more than 300 meters of electricity current will be passed on the ground. In this, we are taking the result. This is the Pakka. So many technologies are single electrode method, dipole method profiling. Except few catchment areas in north-south India, most of the agriculture, farming, gambling with the southeast monsoon. Karnataka is considered as a rain shadow. So many cases, rains are number of rains are decreased. That's why we should find out the water with the help of geologist only. So many water in North Karnataka, like coastal area, even 5,000 millimeter rainfall areas also, there is water depleting. After my 33 years experience as a research groundwater exploration, my sincere advice, my suggest are, please try to consult hydrogeologist, geophysicist, who locates the borewell point by scientific methods. As a result, modern age, when the technology is so advanced, why should we roll back to the bronze method or iron age? We have to go with the help of scientific method only. For any borewell point location, they do lot of studies, preparations. Please consult hydrogeologists. They, with the help of geological maps, geophysical maps, geomorphological maps, lineaments maps, soil maps, all the particular data, it will help a lot to locate the perfect borewell point. Integrated all the available latest data with the help of the geophysical survey, they will suggest the best identification of borewell point. In this vertical electrical sounding, passing current into the subsurface current, reading carefully and based on the instrument need, it will be gives the exact location of the borewell point where it is. Based on this, in many of my awareness programs, meetings, interviews, public farming regarding, I will use to tell in the period of grandfather saw in the river, in the period of father saw in the well, we saw in the taps, our children saw see in the bottle. Where will our grandchildren see? Perhaps in capsule. If we still neglect the water, it will be seen only in tears. What I want to stress here is we have to save, conserve water at least for our future generation. Now borewell is ready. You may get 2 or 4 inch water. In case if you get 4 inches water, you can grow whatever you want. If you get 2 inches water, then 2 inches, then don't play growing paddy or haraka or banana. You plan for less water consuming short term crops so that you will not incur any loss. So based on that, that's why I say the water budgeting is very important. Based on your borewell yield, you have to plan for crops. My last session, digging pits, drilling before showing soil becoming more porous and water you can easily infiltrate by doing so. If a shortfall of the rains, 3 minimum rains, you have to go for easy growing crops. This helps in raising the water level and aquifer vegetation, and will spread vegetation, brings more moisture in the air, food, cooling climate, environment. It will support regreening our planet. Government should make a movement. We should make people understanding. Public, I don't understand all these things. It needs to be achieved. Means common people should understand the advanced technology and knowledge in conserving the water. Then only goal can be achieved. So ultimate thing is, with the help of geologist only we can get the perfect site. Then you can go for borewell drilling. Otherwise, if you local or traditional methods, they won't give the 100% results. Lastly, to find the groundwater, the subsurface geology is very important. In the subsurface, actually, as a geological point of view, I will suggest top portion is the soil layer, next is weathered portion, below is the fractured zone, the basement rock is the massive rock. In such cases only we can find the beautiful aquifers. Actually, in so many places like coastal part of Karnataka, coastal place of Tamil Nadu, coastal Mumbai, everywhere like Vizag, so many places there is heavy rains. Actually, coastal part of Karnataka or Kerala, there is 4,000 to 5,000 millimeter of rainfall. Even though if they drill the borewell points, 90% of the borewells are failure. Why these borewells are failure? Because there is a very good rain. I say as a geologist, we think of in geologist angle, because subsurface there is no fractures. Because there is no fracture, there is no aquifer. That's why to find out the aquifers, we have to think, we have to study in the geological aspect only. Then only if you get we have to get the sufficient groundwater. Because in entire India we are drilled more than 6 crore number of borewells. Almost we can say major aquifers are almost dried. I will say it strongly, almost 80% of the aquifers are dried, no water. That's why the success rate of borewells are very zero, less. Maybe some cases 10%, some areas 5%, some areas zero. That's why the borewell point selection is very important. Present day, we are drilled the borewells depth up to 2000 feet deep. That's why we have to, with the help of scientific geologist, by scanning, then only we get the sufficient water in the subsurface. After getting the good yield, we should recharge the borewells. Some places, if we get half inch or 1 inch or whatever it may be, after rejuvenation of the defunct borewells, definitely we get sufficient water in the defunct borewells. That's why in Tamil Nadu, the defunct borewells, at the time of borewell drilling, if they don't get water, they are not removing the borewell casing pipe. Everybody should do like that only. Definitely we can recharge the groundwater levels. If you get 2 inches or 4 inches, whatever it may be, the final option is rejuvenation of defunct borewells. It is very important. Finally, for the drilling of borewell site selection, we should go in scientific manner. We should get the sufficient water in the borewells.
Please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel.